Pictures of a man wearing a KKK hood shopping in a local Vons store have gone viral, and now the San Diego County Sheriff's Department is looking into it. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Barbara Lee Edwards. These pictures were taken at the Vons store on Mission Gorge in Santee on Saturday. Today, the Sheriff's Department tells News 8 detectives are taking a closer look at what happened. News 8's Kelly Hessedal has the latest.
Well, we talked to one of the customers who took some of the photos. He tells us there were plenty of people inside the store when the man wearing the KKK hood was shopping here at the Vons on Saturday. Now, the Sheriff's Department was not called here, but they tell us they are looking into this incident.
I was shocked. It was shocking to me. That was a blatant display of racism right there.
I didn't believe it. It's like, no, not my Vons.
Reaction from shoppers over these photos that went viral over the weekend of a man wearing a KKK mask while shopping in this Santee Vons store.
Everybody has a right to express themselves, but like I said, we all know what the Klan represents, and I don't think that's okay. That is not okay.
A spokesperson for Vons tells News 8 the employees were shocked too, and several of them asked the man to remove the hood. She says he ignored their requests until he was in the checkout area. Santee Mayor John Minto says this person does not represent Santee. He told us this over the phone.
It's sad when somebody goes out there and wears a symbol of hatred. You know, being ignorant in public is not against the law, but it should be in some cases.
The San Diego County Sheriff's Department confirms detectives are looking into the incident and, quote, will pursue any appropriate criminal charges. Meanwhile, the San Diego Anti-Defamation League says incidents of hate are on the rise. Regional Director Tammy Gillies.
San Diego is better than this, and that we have to stand up for each other. We have to be allies to each other.
Shoppers like Jennifer Matarazzo say with everything going on right now, this is the last thing grocery store employees should have to deal with.
And the store employees are having a hard enough time as it is. You know, my family works for the grocery industry as well, and I wouldn't appreciate my daughter having to deal with that either. It's just not okay. You can say what you want to say, but don't come in there with that on.
And the Sheriff's Department is reaching out to the public about this incident. They are asking anyone with information to contact them. Coming up new at 6:30 tonight, hear why one shopper says she came to this store specifically after seeing that photo. That's all new at 6:30. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. San Diego County got 1,000 applications for its contract tracing positions in about 24 hours. Contact tracers are the people who notify you if you've come in close contact with someone who tested positive for COVID-19. News 8's Brandon Lewis explains the surging demand and how they plan to keep up.
At Carlo and Barbara Lee, the county says they want to quadruple the number of tracers that they have, potentially needing to contact up to 1,200 people every single day. Demand in these jobs was so robust, they actually had to stop accepting applications after just a few days. The County of San Diego put up the Help Wanted sign for tracers last week and then quickly took it down, citing overwhelming interest. More than 1,000 people applied for a temporary job to track down anyone who came in contact with a person who tested positive for coronavirus.
We use our what we are calling communicable disease investigators. So we are interviewing and recruiting individuals that would fall in that classification.
Tracing means every time someone tests positive, researchers figure out who was in close contact with them and sends those people for testing and potential quarantine. The goal is to catch cases early when they're asymptomatic. Currently, the county's 135 tracers have performed nearly 5,000 investigations. The county estimates they'll need 450 tracers who will have to contact up to 1,200 people every day as testing continues to increase, with a focus on at-risk communities and senior living facilities.
This is an essential part of the containment of the spread of coronavirus. To have robust testing to be able to rapidly identify positive cases and then have the ability to have individuals go in and find their close contacts.
The state is considering an app and tech companies are working on an exposure notification system, but both have lingering privacy questions. As it is, tracers can only provide a contact-limited information that doesn't include the infected's name, so early tech may stay out of the public's hands.
As technology becomes greatly available, it might increase our efficiency and our ability. There may be things that are a little bit more automated, might be a little bit easier to monitor.
The county says additional details about the number of tracers and their future plans will be revealed at tomorrow's Board of Supervisors meeting. We will continue to, of course, follow up with this story. Carlo and Barbara Lee.
Thank you, Brandon. The number of COVID-19 cases in San Diego has now topped 4,000. County health officials today reported 93 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total to 4,020. Those 93 positives represent a little more than 7% of the 1,293 tests performed. 5 new deaths were reported, bringing that total to 144.
Welcome news today from California Governor Gavin Newsom. Beginning on Friday, some retail stores will be able to reopen with modifications.
As early as the end of this week, you will have the capacity as a retailer with the modifications and the guidelines we set forth on Thursday to begin to reopen for pickup clothing, bookstores, music, toys, sporting goods stores, florists with Mother's Day coming up, other sectors, or rather other businesses within that retail sector, and the supports and the accessory support on logistics and manufacturing within and around those sectors.
The governor plans to release the guidelines for those businesses to reopen on Thursday. If the guidelines are met and the modifications are made, then those businesses can start to reopen as soon as Friday.
County leaders say they think San Diego businesses are ready to move forward by the end of the week. They're also ramping up testing throughout the region and giving San Diegans new testing options. 3 new drive-up test sites are set to open tomorrow. One at Grossmont College in El Cajon, one at the county's North Inland Livewell Center in Escondido, the other at the former Sears building in Chula Vista.
Unlike other testing, you do not need a referral from a doctor, but you do need to make an appointment. Any San Diegan can go to this website, answer a few basic questions, insert your information, and then try to schedule an appointment.
That website to make an appointment is lhi.care/COVID testing. lhi.care/COVID testing. You can also call 888-634-1123.
Today, several North County beaches reopened to the public after weeks of being closed down by the ongoing coronavirus crisis. Beaches in the cities of Carlsbad, Solana Beach, and Del Mar are now open with regulations. We caught up with some surfers in Del Mar who couldn't wait to get back in the water, red tide and all.
It was great. It's been a little while, and surf was a little crossed up and stinky, but it's certainly fun to go catch a few before work.
And a reminder, if you are going to those beaches, social distancing rules still apply. Face masks are not required when you are surfing or swimming.